This conference will now be recorded.
Right. In our previous session, we had learned about how to create this static report by using pivot table and create these cards, references, things like that. And then we started with one more template or say one more dashboard by using this pivot table and slicers. So we have some more reports in this template. That is, we're supposed to create total sales by region, total profit by region, that is with a map chart. And also we'll have one more report here, that is by categories or ship mode or whatever. So whichever you want the field, you can take it. But for this, we'll have a slicer, that is by filtering with region. So what we'll do in our dashboard, we'll create a pivot table now. So as I mentioned in the previous session, we have to create pivot tables or say data for whatever charts we are creating. So first what we'll do is we'll create two pivot tables. That is, one is for the sales by state and profit by state. Let's go here, go to this insert and say pivot table, and we'll say okay. Here I'll name this as dashboard 2 cancelled. Let's take this state and we'll take the sales value. I got this sales value by state, and we'll also take the profit. Just copy this and I'll just paste it somewhere here. We'll remove this sales and we'll take profit. Right. If you want to keep the total, the grand total, you can keep it, otherwise you can remove it. Go here, we'll say grand total, we'll say off. Let's go to this table. Here also we'll remove the grand totals. We have two more charts, that is we can take say any of the fields. Let's take this category wise only. Let's go to this pivot table. So here, copy this and I'll paste it here, and we'll remove this state. We'll take it by category, and we'll have one more chart, that is by sales. Copy this, let's put it here. We'll go here, we'll just remove this profit and I'll add this sales. So it is very simple actually. You just have to create the data in the backend and then create some references. That's it. Now for this, we'll just go here, say equals, as I mentioned in the previous session, that we need to have the references. Otherwise, if you're directly referring this pivot table, we might get the pivot charts. Copy this and we'll put it here. So this is for sales and this is for profit. Let's go to our dashboard. Now we'll try to create those map charts. So how to create that? Let's go to this insert. Here I have this map and I'll create this map. Right click, select data. We'll go to this calculation. I'll select the entire range. Say okay. I can see that I got one chart. If you think that you want to remove all these values, you can just remove it and we'll reduce this. Right. Let's make a copy of it and we'll just put it here like this. Something similar to this. All right. Next, what we'll do, we'll try to adjust somewhere here like this. We'll take one title. For title, I'm using this shape. We can just put it here like this because we have two more charts to create. I'll just extend till here. We'll give the same color so that it looks exactly like the table what we have given here. Remove the outline. Okay. Now let's make a copy of it. Hold Control Shift and just drag it down like this. So if you think that you want to align this properly, you can select this chart and select all these and we'll drag it down like this so that it looks exactly the same alignment. Right, so this we made a copy. Right click, select data. This time we'll select this. So, say okay. So now this profit and here we have this sales. Now what we'll do is we'll add a slicer for this. So let's go here to this pivot table what we have created. Go to this pivot table, analyze. Here I have this slicer. Click on this. This time I need a slicer for region. Let's select region. Say okay. I got this. I'll just cut this and I will paste it here just above this. But here I want this to be say horizontal like this. So how to do that? Let's go to this slicer. Here I have the columns. I'll make it as 4. Say let's select this. Make it 4 and I'll reduce this. If you think that you want the heading, so I can keep the heading. Otherwise we can remove this heading as well. Say right click, go to this settings and here I'll just remove this display header. Say okay. You can see that I'm getting only the names here, that is the region names. Now if I just click on this, you can see this chart is getting updated like this. Now if you want to connect this chart as well, so we can right click and we'll say report connections. You can see there are so many tables here, but we should know these tables also. Suppose if you want to filter this table, so we'll go here, we'll see the table name, it says pivot table 2. Let's go here, right click, report connection. You can just see here we have this pivot table 2. Let's select this. So here we have this sheet name also. You can just check the sheet name. Here we have this pivot table 1, that is dashboard 2. The sheet name you can see here. I'll select this pivot table 2 and rest all tables also we can select. Now if you go and check this, you can see that both the charts are getting updated. Right. Now let's go here. We'll insert one column chart. Right click, select data, and here we'll select this data and say okay. Now let's go here. We'll reduce this and try to fill it here. Remove all this if you want. You can just keep it something like this. So if you just see, if you click on this, this chart is getting updated. Now if you want to format this, you can go ahead and go ahead and you can format the same thing like what we did previously. So here I'll just make it as 100. Right. The data labels, you can keep it like this. And again, if you think that you want to change the labels, the numbers, let's go to this number. We'll remove this decimals and make it 1000. See, okay, like this. Say add, you can see that I'm getting like this. So if you go and check this, this is for the sales value. Let's copy this and we'll copy it down like this. Okay, now right click, select data, and here I'll just select this reference. Now you can see that I'm getting this by profit. Again, let's select the number here. We'll change this number as well. 1000. Right. So if you see, my tables are ready. So here, if you just click on this, I can see that the data is getting updated. So if you want to give the labels here, the title, say total sales by region. We'll make it center line and we'll say Arial bold, make it 10 and make the font as black. Same thing here, we'll say total profit by region. You can just select the shape, Control Shift C and say Control Shift V. Done. So likewise, I can actually create a simple dashboard. This is by using these slicers. Now, if you see the next dashboard, here we have some colors here, some more say design way of creating the dashboards. This is just one example I've given. So you can create however you want, say whichever way you want, by inserting images, by inserting some more designs, the layouts you can create something. But if you want to create something like this, it's just the similar kind of chart what we have done here. But here what we have done is we have used more shapes or say more colors, and we have changed the color of these slicers and things like that. So if you want to do these kind of dashboards, again it is very simple. First we have to plan in the sense, plan all the charts or say layouts, the reports. So in this case, let's see quickly what we are actually trying to do. So here I have total sales, that is by month. Then here total profit by month and total orders by month. Then what I can see here is the ship mode values. Then we have category values, category values and segment values. And here again the report by say state. So if you go and see in the backend, we have created some pivot tables. Quickly, we just created some pivot tables and then we're trying to plot the chart. That's it. So when I'm actually creating dashboards by using pivot table, it is very simple because I don't have to calculate anything. Right. So first what we'll do is we'll try to create these three tables. That is, for creating these three charts, we'll try to create the pivot table. One is total sales, total profit, and total orders. All right. Let's go to this data, go to insert and say pivot table. Say okay. Here I'll make it as dashboard 3 underscore cancel. Right. The first one what we have is total sales. Let's go here and we'll take this total sales, say sales value. And this one we need by region. So if you see here, we're taking this by region. If you click on this, you can see that it's getting changed. That means it is by region. And also we need to get by month. So what we'll do is here we have this order date. Just put this in columns. And then we'll take the region and we'll put it here. I can see that my pivot table is ready. But for me, I want this to be in month. Say right click, group, we'll remove this quarters and years and say okay. So you can see that I'm getting this table by month and region. Now let's add the slicer for this and I'll say region, say okay. Now if I select central, you can see that I'm getting only central. Let's remove the grand total, or if you think you want to keep it, you can keep it. I'll remove the grand total only for row values. Let's keep this slicer aside. Then here what I'll do is I'll create the table, say equals and select this. So as we did for other tables, Just go here and I'll refer this. Let me delete this. Copy the same thing for heading as well. Right. So for one table we have created, that is for total sales. Let's copy this and we'll do the same thing for profit as well. Just copy this and I'll just quickly paste it here. And we want one more table. I'll just paste it here. So three tables are ready. So we'll go here. We'll try to modify this. Modify in the sense, instead of profit, I'll take the sales. Sorry. Here, let's keep it. Here we have this total sales. Select here. We'll remove this sales and we'll take the profit. Right. This gets updated. Now select this table and then I'll remove the sales and we'll take the orders here, the unique orders. Now if you check this, the three tables which was on top here, that is ready. This one. Now we'll create these three tables. That is, this is sales by ship mode, segment, and category. Let's go back to our pivot table. I can just copy the same thing. Let's copy this and I'll just paste it below this. You can use the same pivot table. You can keep copying and pasting and you can change the required fields. Just paste it. Let's go to this pivot table and here I'll just remove this date. Here I want by say segment and sales. Right. So I got one table. Now let me copy this and let's paste it here. I'll remove this segment and I'll take the category. So I got one more table. Copy this and paste it here. Now we'll go here and we'll take ship mode. We'll remove this category and I'll take this ship mode. Now this three tables are also done. So what we'll do, we'll just go here quickly. We'll give this reference. Let me select this. Copy the formulas and paste it here. Done. So these three tables are also done. Now there is one more table, that is the map chart. So for that also quickly we can create. Let's go here, just copy this and we'll paste it here. Let's remove this segment and we'll take this state. Right. So all this are ready now. Now we need to create this slicers. So if you think that you want to have the relation between this month and this one, so we have to pull the month as well, like this, whatever we have done. So for that, what we can do is we can take this say slicers for that also and we can create. But now this is ready. So what we'll do, we'll go and we'll create one sheet, say dashboard 3. Let's remove the grid lines and here we need to create some background. So whatever background you want, you can just create. I'll go to this insert. I'll take this shape. I'll take one shape here and I'll put it here for the banner like this. So however you want, you can just keep the banner here like this. And if you think that you want to change the color or something, you can just go here and you can select any of these colors. Let me just take this color. Now let's go and we'll take one more shape and I'll just put it here. Just drag it. So till wherever you want, you can just drag it here like this and you can adjust this. And select the color, whichever color you want. Go here, just take some light color like this. If you think that this is fine, you can keep it. Next is creating the layout. So you can see that I have this layout. So what I can do, I can go here, I can insert some more shapes. So I'll just put it here for the slicers what we have, and we can give some colors like this and remove this lines. So I'm just trying to give something different here. So we'll go here. You can just keep it as is. Directly I can create the chart as well. So now we'll start creating the charts. So here I have the chart, that is the area chart. So let's go, say insert, and here we'll take this area chart. Let's keep it here like this. Try to adjust. Right click, select data, and here just move this. We'll move that slicer somewhere. Right click, select data, and then we'll select this data. Say okay. Now we got this chart. Let's remove all this. I'll just keep only this chart. Now remove this grid line. So what we'll do is, instead of keeping this as white color, we'll remove the background. Let's say format. Here we'll have this fill color. I'll just say no fill. You can see that I'm getting this chart like this. If you think that you want to give border, go here, and here I have this border, say solid line. So we'll give some light color line like this. So you can see that I'm getting something like this. So you can change the background color however you want. Now we'll go here and I'll use this Control Shift and drag. I'll create a copy of it. Just create a copy of it. Now we got the layout. You can just reduce this, adjust this according to the layouts what you have. So here I got one chart. Right click, select data. Now I'll select this. So once if you create one chart, then you can keep selecting other charts as well like this. So it is such easy actually. Now let's select this data. Say okay. I think both are similar. Let's see. Right click, select data. So we should select this data. Right. This one. Select. We should select this. Right. Top. I can see that I got three different charts. The next two charts, or say next three charts, whatever we have, that is these three charts. So what we'll do, we'll go here, just keep the same charts here like this. Let's increase a little bit. Right click, select data. Here we have the three different charts. Here, let me select this. Then say okay. Right click, change the chart type to column chart. And we'll go to this chart design. Yes. If you want, you can just increase this width of it. Make it 100. Right. Now let's make a copy of it. Let's say we'll reduce this so that we can accommodate state chart as well. I'll just make it a little smaller. We'll take the same size, Control Shift, drag it. Again, we'll drag this as well. Right. So we got another three charts. Say right click, select data. Now we'll select this range. Right click, select data, and we'll select this range. Done. So you can see that I got all the other three charts. But there is one more chart for the region. So for the state, so we'll go here, we'll create this map. We'll try to adjust this here like this. Just always first try to adjust the layout like this. Right. Same thing. We can go here, right click and we'll make it transparent and we'll give this solid line. No fill, solid. Right. Right click, select data. Then go here. We'll select this data. From here, just keep some buffer as well. Say OK. Now we'll remove all this so that we'll have some space to see the chart. Right. Now my layout is ready. So what you have to do is first thing you have to plan the charts to be created, that is the table to be created. And then I just created the layout. Now we have to add this slicer for this. Let's go here. I've already added one slicer. So if you see this, I have this region. Similarly, I want one more. And let's go here. Select one of the tables. And here we'll say slicer. We'll take by month. We'll take this month. Say OK. So you can see that I got by month and the region. Let's take these two to the dashboard here and I'll paste it. Now let's try to align this. I'll just go here, just put this here like this, and we'll change this number of columns to 2 columns. You can see that I'm getting something like this. I'll just reduce this and keep it here. If you want, you can increase the width of this as well. Here you can go and see width and height also. I'm just trying to increase this height. It's too big. Let's reduce this little. All right. Width, let it be same because the sidebar, whatever we have created, that is actually fitting here. Right. Then let's take this region and we'll put it here like this. Let's keep it here and we'll resize this and we'll make this also 2 columns and we'll see the height of the slicer. It's 0.3. Here also we'll just change this to 0.3 so that it will be similar. Right. So now the slicers are ready. If you just go here, if you click on this, you can see that the values are getting changed here like this. Now I don't want these charts to change with this month. So what we'll do, right click, report connections, and here we have the tables which are connected to this. So we need to just remove this. That is, when I click on this, whatever tables are getting connected to this chart, we'll just try to remove. Let's go and see. Let's say report connections. Let's see for which table it is connected. It is connected to this table 5. So for me, I just want these charts to be filtered, say by using this pivot table. Say we'll go and we'll check what are these pivot table names. Let's go here. We'll take this. The pivot table name for this is 8, 9, 10, and 11. So we'll go back here, right click, and say or report connections. We'll just try to connect 8, 9, 11. We'll just remove this. Let's say OK. Now if you see, only these are getting updated. So this one also will check what is the number. So that is 10, 9, 8, and 11. Right click, report connections. We'll see 8, 9, and we have this 10 also. Now if you say this, if I just click on this, only these 4 charts are getting updated. So this is not getting updated. But when I click on this, so here we can see that the charts are getting updated. That is, all the charts are getting updated because this slicer has been connected to all the other pivot tables, and those pivot tables are connected with this charts. So likewise, if you want to create, say, reports or say dashboards by using this pivot tables, so first what we should do is we should plan the layout. Once I plan the layout, then I should see what all reports I'm actually trying to create. So those reports, what we have to do is here in the back end, we have to use the pivot tables and the necessary slicers has to be created. Once you plan everything in the back end, then in the front end, that is in the dashboard, we can just try to refer the tables what we have created and then plot the chart. That's it. And wherever necessary, we'll go and we'll add the slicers here, which will help us in filtering the data like this. So this is how actually we can create the dashboards reports by using pivot tables. Right, let me just stop here.